It's a lovely day here in Point Noir. You're welcome to Football Planet, Africa's finest football show on television. My name is Juliet Bewa, and I'm glad we are doing this together. One of Africa's biggest football clubs of the last decade, TP Mazembe, are in crisis. The club has had to do without their charismatic leader, Moise Katumbi, who has had a brush with the law. In this report, Victor Moise and Amel Kenga take a look at life without Katumbi.
Defending CAF Champions League holders TP Mazembe's club president Moise Katumbi has been caught up in political controversy in the recent months. Ever since Katumbi joined the opposition ranks in the Democratic Republic of Congo, he has faced a series of court summons and police arrests, as well as personal health situations. These developments have left the club's future doubtful, and concerns have been raised about the future of the players and the club's technical staff. Katumbi largely sustains the club, whose annual revenue is around $15 million a year. He has helped revitalize the club since returning from exile in Zambia in 2007 and has overseen the completion of the club's new 18,000-seater stadium at a cost of $35 million. Title holders Mazembe were eliminated from the Champions League in the final qualifying round and have been demoted to the Confederation Cup.
We stay with the story and speak to Head of Communications at TP Mazembe, Christopher Chitamba. We are glad to have you, sir. First of all, it sure must be a hard time for TP Mazembe dealing with an exiled president almost amidst legal and political challenges back at home.
Of course, it's hard for TP Mazembe and for all supporters to work without Moise Katumbi because we know how important is the man of for this team. But we have a fighting mantra, I can say. We are fighting. If you look at our results, you will see that TP Mazembe is doing good. We are Congolese champions. Now we are the first on our state group of Confederation Cup. I think that that's most important. But really, it's hard to work without TP Mazembe, without the president of our team, TP Mazembe. And it's all our pleasure to know that how we announced that we'll be back in DR Congo at the end of this month.
But tell me, what is the general mood of the support base of the club? They sure must be disappointed.
No, everything is going right because we have a lot of vice presidents there who's working, so that it's hard to work without the chairman, but we have the vice president who's working at the place of the president. I think the mood is okay. We are now focused on our target is to pick up this Confederation Cup. It will be the first time for TP Mazembe to pick up this Confederation Cup, and we are working hard for a right to take this cup.
Right, so Head of Communications at TP Mazembe confirming to us Moise Katumbi will return to DRC by the end of this month. So on the same story, there is divided opinion on the ongoing troubles of TP Mazembe. We have sought some views from fans back home in Lubumbashi.
He is in our hearts. He was our way to have the presidency. I think what is more important is what has been assumed, and you will see. So it is not about Mazembe, but it is all about Moise Katumbi. Now at the bottom of all this, we must all understand that these issues will affect the player psychology. This will also affect the technical bench. He made us believe in him, and even in his absence, we still feel his presence. We still feel his presence. With the support that we have, I can say that this team has a strong mentality, and even they have won 10 matches even in the absence of his president in Lubumbashi. The absence of the club's president has a negative impact because it has reduced players and fans' morale.
Le moral des fanatiques et aussi des joueurs.
The players will always want to see the fans are motivated by not losing any single match.
Il était mou avant le match, entre aussi dans le bain.
Away from that, one of what makes Africa a bubbly football continent beautiful is how her talents are discovered. This week, we traveled to Ghana for a special feature on a successful football academy, Right to Dream. Mix of football and education, the young ones learning the ropes here are assured of a solid future. In a small district of Esujaman, east of Ghana, and also home to the dam that generates more than half of Ghana's electrical energy, a football story of so much beauty is being told. Some 93 students from the Right to Dream Academy are keen on securing their respective futures on and off the field. Founded in 2000 by Tom Vernon, the chairman of Danish club FC Norgeland, Right to Dream has grown to become a universal asset, acting as nursery grounds for today's big football names. In the last 16 years, it has trained more than 30 professionals, some of whom are applying professional trade in France, England and Scandinavia, among other countries. But before fame comes schoolwork, an essential fallback measure should the on-pitch zeal get cut short by the obvious injury situations known to the sport.
There's the dream for a young footballer is to play in the big leagues, as they say, the big European leagues. And yes, it is on the one hand a sad reflection of the state of the leagues in their home countries, but they remain African players.
Michael Lyon is 14 years and has just come back with his classmates from a world tour that included Brazil and Denmark. It was the first time he had been out of Ghana. For him, football is not only a passion, it's work.
You actually need lots of self-discipline because just waking up of bed 5:30, it's quite early. And then training on the pitch like 6:30 because the weather is kind of cold, the pitch is wet, so then you have to try and cope with it. So it's kind of difficult, so you need lots and lots of self-discipline.
Unscrupulous agents often prey on young African players, making empty promises of securing dream clubs in Europe in exchange for thousands of funds in upfront fees.
Agents come to them and tell them that, you know, we've got these things we want to do for you. We want to take you to a club abroad. The youngsters are excited, but sometimes when they go out there, what they are told is not the situation. Sometimes they go and they don't even find clubs at all. They are left stranded in streets. Some have to beg to make a living and all of those things. That is the worry.
Right to Dream has also established Africa's first residential football program for girls. 16 West African girls have been enrolled on scholarships at Right to Dream. They hope the young ladies are able to secure educational aids as well as stints with professional female clubs. For many young people here at the Right to Dream Academy, the training offered has not only given them the right to dream big, but an instant launchpad to greatness. Interesting news there. Two other stories now, and Nigeria has appointed former French club manager and player Paul Le Guen as its new coach. The ex-PSG and Lyon manager occupies a spot once held by former Eagles player Sunday Olise. So joining us to speak to the fine details of this is Nigerian sports journalist Colin Udo. Thanks, Colin, for your time on the appointment of Le Guen. We are talking about a man who has had considerably national team experience coaching Cameroon and most recently Oman. What does he bring to the Nigerian job?
I think what he brings, like you said, is a knowledge of African football as well as you know, the experience of having done very well in a major European league as France, coaching Olympic Marseille. Hopefully, look, there are no guarantees in this sport. You can have an unknown coach come in and do great things like West Africa with Nigeria. At the same time, you can also have you know, a well-known coach like Lars Lagerberg or Boris Petchivot come in and not succeed. So when you make a coaching appointment, all you can do is put all the indices together and hope for the best. And in this case, without saying Nigeria are shooting in the dark, I think that Paul Le Guen is the best possible you know, candidate at this point in time.
Moving away from that, we do a rather sad story where Senegal striker Den Baba suffered a potentially career-ending broken leg while playing in the Chinese Super League on Sunday. So the former Chelsea striker collapsed during a challenge with another player with his leg given way beneath the knee as he fell down. So Shenhua coach Gregorio said he feared for Ba's career after the game following the incident. So Den Baba joined Chinese side Shanghai Shenhua from Turkish club Besiktas for about £12 million and last July. So he is the division's top scorer. So best wishes to Dem Baba there. As always, it was a delight coming your way. Continue to make Football Planet that show of your choice here on Africa's first Pan-African channel, Africanews. From the entire team here at Africanews, we say thanks for watching and stay on site. Bye-bye.